Good afternoon,
Hi.
everybody. Hi, Mark. How you doing?
Hello. Fine.
Good.
This is the first time we've worked together.
It is the very
It
first.
is. That's very exciting.
It's exciting, isn't
It
it?
is,
I've
yeah.
seen loads at consumer shows,
Yeah.
lots of events, whether
Yeah.
it's in Glasgow or the NEC,
I know, all over
or
the world, all over the
Sandown.
country. I know.
You literally,
We are
you
all
guys,
over the country.
You go everywhere.
We're in Kent this weekend,
Oh, yeah?
bizarrely, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Tomorrow we drive down to Kent, so yeah.
Oh, well, you might be best off flying, actually. You get there a bit quicker.
Well, if we could take all the stock with us on a
bet
plane,
you-
we would, but yeah, no, we can't do
Quite
that.
some mileage that you do.
Yes,
I mean,
scary.
but that's amazing though, because it's so wonderful to see you at shows, bring in these wonderful rich crafts, and I actually spied this, and I didn't get to quite the opportunity to have a full look at it, but I'm so excited that I'm going to be joining you for this show and sharing it all with you at home, because we've got brand new items here that you haven't seen at live shopping here on the show with Silvar Designs, and we're going to take you through lots of different tools, pieces of equipment, and we've got a lovely hour to spend as well, and it's our last live afternoon hour of the day as well, so why not sit back, relax with a cup of tea, place your orders, get them in your baskets, get those checked out, and then you can just enjoy the show and have fun. Of course, we are streaming live on the liveshopping.vip website and social platforms with all of Mark's products, and you can go to the brand shop as well on the liveshopping.vip website, and you'll find all the additional items that you bought previously.
I know, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, the
just
brand
grows,
shop, so it
doesn't
grows.
it?
Yeah, it's exciting because there's loads
Yeah.
of things there that I actually forget that we bought
I
here,
know,
and it's
yeah.
like, oh, yeah, it's there.
Absolutely. Emblems was here yesterday and she was like, oh yeah, that one's on there. Oh yeah, that one's on there as well. So they do grow, but also it's a great space for you to then at checkout, just have a quick look in that brand shop as well. You can go through and have a look what takes your fancy, something that you might just pop into your basket. If you did just join the lovely Linda, Stephanie and Mel for the previous hour, make sure you've checked out those baskets, some amazing downloads and products on that hour. And it was Linda's debut here on live shopping. So it was wonderful to see you all welcome her here to the family.
I hope she doesn't escape because I haven't seen Linda for a while, so I'd
No,
like to
have you
say
not
hello.
seen her
No,
yet?
because
Oh, no, you'll have
we were
crossed
late.
paths.
We're late getting in
Yes,
today,
yeah.
so yeah, we've got the crossover. So
Yeah.
hopefully she's still here when I finish.
She will
so-
be. She's back
yeah.
on at 7 p.m.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. She's
Yeah.
she's right through. She'll be having a lunch, and then you'll be able to find her. She'll be around here somewhere, casting
find her.
spells with the crafty witches. Really exciting though, and it was wonderful to see all the warm welcomes. Right, we're going to get into it, but just before we do so, I'm going to quickly share with you how to shop with us. It's something that we cover off at the start of every show. It just means that for everybody, especially if you're a new customer as well, you know how to actually get these products, well, to your front door, really. So we're streaming live on Facebook and Instagram on the liveshopping.vip social pages. And whilst you're watching us on the live stream, you'll see the comment section underneath. Now, for every single product that Mark's bought with him today out on this counter, there'll be a code for it. And the way that it works is if you see an item that you want to get home, you type the code that we share with you that's applicable to that product. So, for example, for your macrame bracelets today, depending on the colour you wanted to go for, maybe it was the red one, you type shop macrame red into the comments. Now, as soon as you've done that, as soon as you've typed that code and entered it into the comments section, automatically it adds it into your basket. And then the next part, you might be thinking, well, on Facebook and Instagram, I don't have a shopping basket. So how does that work? Well, it's like magic because the software and the process that's put in place automatically sends you a direct message. And within that direct message, there will be a link. Now, as soon as the show comes to an end or during the show, you can click on the link that we've sent you from Live Shopping. It'll redirect you straight over to the liveshopping.vip website. And when you get there, that is when you can then check out your order. Now, the perks of shopping on the Live Shopping VIP website, opposed to the Highlight Crafts one, is that all of Mark's products are already discounted for you. So all the Silvar Designs products are discounted at an even better rate than it would be if you were to use your initial club discount, so better than 5%, which is brilliant. The savings on the show are astronomical. It's so good, especially for pieces of equipment and bundles alongside it. Really exciting.
That's absolutely the best price.
It's amazing.
It is the best price.
And I was
Much
having a look at
better
this
than us direct.
Really?
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You've got a steal then today.
Absolutely.
So you definitely want to be shopping ahead for that machine. And I am so excited to get crafting with this. I've seen so many people doing door plaques, signs,
It's
cake toppers.
everywhere.
It's all over.
As soon as you start to do a little bit of search or try and find out what people are doing with icord
Yes.
or tricotin, which is the
Ooh.
French word. Yeah, that's the search
Can you
term.
say that again?
Tricotin.
Tricotin.
Yeah, so TRITOCIN. It's the French word for knitting.
Oh, okay.
So because in Europe they call it tricotin.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you search for that, that's a much better search term than icord.
Okay.
It just then
Is it just an explosion?
It explodes.
Yeah.
It explodes.
tons.
There's huge groups on Facebook for tricotin in sort of Portugal and France and Spain and
Nice.
Germany and all over Europe. So and they call it tricotin. So yeah, it does absolutely explodes then.
Oh, well, there's tons to explore there. There's plenty
Absolutely.
of inspiration, not only from, of course, Mark himself, but again, as he said, all over the creative world. So we're going to be looking at that a little bit later on. We're also streaming on the website, so you can watch us there too. You can shop ahead, get it in your basket, get it checked out, and also on YouTube, and of course, Silvar Design's platforms as well, which is wonderful. So really, full exposure for
Absolutely.
today's show.
Everywhere.
So we're going to go into it. We are indeed. Now, this here is our macrame bracelets, okay? We've got them in a few different colours for you, ranging from your red, blue, olive and black. Now, this is an incredible piece of kit. They're beautiful jewellery pieces here, Mark. I mean,
so they've always been a popular style.
Yes.
We've just modified this one slightly from. We do lots of different styles, and we have done lots of different styles like this in the past. But we've modified this one. This is brand new today. So this includes the disco beads, those fabulous sort of crystal encrusted disco beads. Yeah. So they're the disco beads, and also we've added the faceted glass bead into it as well. So that's that clear one. So that just adds lots and lots of sparkle. We call it the glitz macrame bracelet because it's very glitzy.
It's glitzy.
And they are so easy to make. And it's a great way to learn macrame.
Yes.
Because it's a single knot. So all you need to learn is the square knot. We include all the details of how to do that in the instruction leaflet. Okay. It's all in there. There's no secrets. We give you as much information as we can. We tell you how to do the knot in graphical form there. And I'm going to show you that as well because we're going to do a demo today. So that's the assembly instructions for the bracelet.
Everything in there included for just $12.99.
Yeah, and you can make 5.
Make 5 from this. So each individual one, you can make 5.
Yes.
That's amazing. What, from each pack?
Each pack.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so if you get the blue pack today, you'll be able to make 5 blue bracelets.
That's incredible. I didn't expect this to be that
It's
much
great
out
value.
there.
We try and make our jewellery kits as what's the word?
Economical.
Yeah, I think it is a
Economical.
good word actually. I wasn't sure it was, but yeah, economical. So if we
Yeah,
do
thanks, Sophie.
if we do the maths there and divide by 5, I don't know what that is.
It's not much.
Yeah,
But the thing is as well, if you're going to be making and selling with this sort of
Absolutely.
stuff, if you were to see these at your craft fairs, your craft
oh,
stores,
you're going to be selling this for 7, 8, 9,
at
10 pounds
least-
each.
I would have
Yes.
going to say around
Yeah.
about at least $9.99 for a
Yeah,
bracelet like this. And
absolutely.
of course, when you put your own return on investment in, when I've seen how quick you can assemble these and put them
Yeah.
together, that's a brilliant price. And it's $12.99 for each pack.
Yes. So, I mean, yeah, I would, if I was doing this, I'd go for a couple.
Yes.
Because then you could actually mix and match your...
Oh, I could do the blue beads with the
with
red
the
thread.
red, so with the red thread, or you could do red and blue together with the, and then
Yes.
you've got quite patriotic colours, and
Yeah.
so think about that. Think about the combinations. Most of this works together. The black would work with the red really well.
They would,
The
the black and the
green,
grey,
the olive, and the black would work really well together. So yeah, everything in there. You also get in this kit, which we haven't done before. Is you get 3 slider beads.
Is that these little gold
It's a little
ones
gold
here?
beads, yeah.
Okay.
So they make a slider. Let me show you one. So if you look at the red one here,
Okay.
there's the bead. So the bead is a slider. What happens there is it becomes the catch.
Right, I'm with you.
Okay. So these bracelets will actually fit any wrist size because they're totally adjustable. So you
Nice.
get 3 of those. So out of the 5 bracelets in each kit, you can make 3 that have got a slider
Yeah.
bead, and the other 2 you would do like the olive one here. You would actually use some knotting to actually make a
like that.
slide that it goes through. Okay, so we've given you 2 options. The instructions tell you both methods.
Yep.
So we've covered everything you need.
Nice. So everything's included, all the instructions, the whole housekeeping and the kit itself, beautifully packaged, all in one. Now, for that, you do have a £2 saving on it already, so you've actually got additional discounts on there already, bringing it down to $12.99 per pack. Now, with this being a variety, so there's different colours to choose from, that means that for whatever colour you're wanting to go for, that follows after the word macrame. So you would type shop macrame red, of course, for your red kit, shop macrame blue, for, of course, your blue kit. You then also have the olive one as well with that wonderful olive green, those wonderful disco beads inside there. Shop macrame olive. And then that is your final one there, shop macrame black. Now each one makes 5 bracelets, $12.99 in total. That's a great price. And also it's a price in which you don't have to invest in a great amount of product to be able to have a go at this.
No.
And that's what I've always thought. I think macrame, crochet, those sort of really rich, artisan crafts, something that we do that's close to heart, and it's really rich in creativity. You might think is a really big investment, but actually it's not.
No. Entry-level crafts, they are,
yeah.
And that you're learning a skill. You're teaching yourself a skill that you can then employ in different ways, within different crafts. So I do lots of different crafts, and actually, lots of the macrame knots cross over into the different styles of craft.
We were talking about it just before the show when you mentioned if I ever got into it, and I said I've always wanted to. I've definitely got the kit, and I've just never really delved into it. And that's why I'm so excited for this show, because I'm going to see the processes. But I bought one to do like plant hangers for macrame and things like that, which I wanted to have in my home.
Same principle in a bigger way, in just using a thicker yarn or a thicker cord.
Yeah, that's it. And it's when you actually have that process, you can transfer it to all those different results, which is really exciting, because then you get to fill your home with not only items that you've made, but then items you can gift for family and friends, or sell if you want to make your little crafty hobby into a business. Why not? You can do it. And we also have this one. Now, this caught my eye straight away because the colours in these are the wonderful soft pastels. It's your flower bracelet at a great price of just £9.99.
So this also makes 9.
9.
Sorry,
So 5. I was going to say 9. I was like, that's a lot.
This also makes 5. You get all the beads. You get your thread. Okay. You've got everything you need in there. Okay. This one doesn't have the slider beads. That's why it's slightly less price. Okay. Yes. But you're going to get a whole variety of colours in the bag of those lovely pastel.
They're really nice.
Flower beads. Yeah.
Yeah. I love those.
There's enough beads to have 5 on each bracelet.
Oh, nice.
So these are less than £2 each.
Well, they are, and I was going to say as well. I guess for you at home, if you've gone for your floral ones, which is shot flower, and you've gone for one of these, you could mix
Absolutely mix and match. It's the same process.
Oh,
same process.
So like these ones here, like these sort of gem ones that we've got, we could then put those into with the flowers if we wanted to.
We almost did that when I was doing the design. I almost did it, but I wanted to get this as a real entry level price, so we have to look at that. So so if you want to do that, go for one of the other kits, the glitz kits, and then you've got that combination.
Yeah, for under £10 today, get into what could be a brand new craft.
The only thing I'll tell you about this one is the colour of your cord may vary.
Oh, right,
okay. That's the only difference. On the others, it will be what you see is what you get. Yep. With this one, you may get a silver, you may get a blue, you may get a red, you may get a black. So there'll be different colours, okay, just because it works with all the different combinations.
It's going to work with all the flowers,
Absolutely.
Isn't it? That ties in really nice. So that is shop flower. At just £9.99, you do have a £3 saving there as well. So the prices have really come down for this show. Brilliant savings on these ones. We're now going to talk about this. Now, this is your unit, okay? It's an MDF kit, and you are so well known for your MDF kits.
We are.
You do incredible work with precision detailing on your MDF, not even down to the way that they're constructed, but even the engraving and marking on the top, which is very
Not
unique.
many people do that.
No, I don't think I've seen anyone do it.
It's quite a slow process. That's why it's not done very often, okay? So it slows the whole process down, but I think it's the best approach. It's not going to come off. It doesn't rub off because it's actually been, as you say, it's engraved into the wood. So this particular kit here, this will make you the macrame bracelet unit. Now, we launched this, I'm going to say 5 years ago. It might even be more. Yeah.
Wow,
okay. So, and this is our top seller.
Oh, is it?
We have made more of these and sold more of these than any of the macrame, but we've had it longer than any.
Absolutely.
Okay, it was the first one we designed. The reason we designed it is because we wanted to be able to get our fingers underneath. So for this style of bracelet, which is the style that you've seen so far, it's the perfect tool. Oh. It has the built-in metric and imperial rulers on there. You've got your cork areas top and bottom. You get your 2 T-pins in this as well. Okay, there is, I'm just being careful. This one's mine, so it's been through the wars a little bit, but
to say 5 years,
it should have well. It should have a little handle there, which isn't there anymore. But it's got a little drawer in there, so you can keep all your beads, your T-pins, everything in there. Okay.
I love it.
There you go.
I'm
going to use it in a second.
You could decorate it.
Absolutely, you can paint it, no problem.
Nice.
Yeah, you could paint it.
I mean, with MDF, it's such a forgiving surface to work on too. It's one that we all love within the crafting world because it's something that we can do at great prices for you. But you know what? When you just said it's one of your best sellers and it's one of your most popular, I was not expecting it just before $14.99. That's a crazy price for that one. And you do have a £5 saving. You've got, it should be 20 quid. So this is shop unit. Comes with the T-pins. It comes with the instructions for self-assembly at home as well. You can see you've got those cork plates in there and the panels to assemble all of this together. Would you just advise to maybe use some wood glue or some wood glue?
You could either use, we would recommend the Pinflow products, so you'd go with either Construct It from Pinflow, which is their wood glue, or Glue It. So their bookbinding glue is fine for this as well. So either of those.
I was going to say, I had some MDF projects about 3 years ago, and I only used the bookbinding Pinflow.
Bookbinding is fine.
It was brilliant.
Absolutely.
It worked really well.
Really fast and really solid.
That was the thing, because I had to hold it and mask it, like hold it together. The Pinflow grabbed like that.
Yeah. And we design all our MDF so that actually should hold together anyway. But obviously, there's no strength there. You need a little bit of glue in there. But yeah, the Construct It is an alternative to that.
Nice one. So that one there is shop unit for you at $14.99. I love this show. There's so much to explore. There's a lot to learn. But also, you're not spending much to be able to get these fabulous crafts and the tools to actually help you along the way. So we also have now a kit coming up for you. Now, this is your paracord bracelet kit. It makes 6 of them in total. It is just £12.99. Again, really low prices on this hour for you to take advantage of. £2 saving on here. Now the paracord, I'm loving the colours that are in here, but I'm also loving the ability with this. I mean, the functionality and durability of these is exceptional. I mean, look at these. The colours are beautiful.
Yeah. And of course, we've got Father's Day coming up.
Yes,
so if you're looking for something for Father's Day, why not?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's completely unisex product, this. Absolutely. Great. So...
Oh, we're going to have a look at the bundle as well.
Yeah. You will get various colours in your paracord here. So you're going to get 3 different colours. Colours will vary.
Okay.
You get 5 metres of each.
Right.
Okay, so 15 metres of paracord altogether. You get your 6 clips in this kit as well.
Okay, lovely. Right, so we're going to share it with you in the bundle form first, because I do have them as individual sets.
Yeah.
So the bundle, your paracord bracelet bundle, comes with everything that you see here. So it's actually going to come with the jig as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Not
these
that
bindings
bit.
here,
no,
so
but it will come with the jig.
Okay, so including with that jig, it's just $17.99, and that's going to get you, of course, that paracord set and the jig, and this is quite unique to yourselves.
It's absolutely unique to us. So this is our paracord bracelet sizing jig. So the way this works, I'm going to show you later on.
Great.
But the way this works is you can decide on the size of wrist you want to manufacture. So let's say you want a 7-inch or a 7.5-inch or a 9-inch. You adjust the size on the jig.
Yeah.
And then you measure your cord based on the size of the jig. It's really clever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really clever. And then use the jig to actually produce the bracelet.
Ooh.
So it does everything in a small package, basically. Okay.
Nice.
And yeah, completely unique. Very easy to transport. You get the little clip with it, the little clasp. So that's the one that always stays with the jig. But the other clips will actually fit to it that we include in the kit.
Okay, brilliant. So that's an entire bundle for you. It's shop bundle, $17.99. I was thinking, would you be able to make a dog collar from this if you wanted to?
The only thing we'd say about dog collar is this particular clasp here, you would need a breakaway on it. So obviously for dogs, cats, things like that, you need to have a breakaway.
When it detaches.
Obviously, if it's on your wrist, it's not such a problem.
Yeah.
It would break anyway.
Yeah.
But you can get specific ones for collars, which actually, so the cat, cats jump everywhere, don't they?
Yeah, it's the same. My partner's cat.
So you could source those
collars. Yeah.
And then it's the same process. Okay, so it would just mean that you change the clasp, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So think about that. Imagine, because this is a huge trend as well.
Absolutely.
Personalised cat collars and dog collars.
Yeah.
You could do that as well. Just make sure you're using the right clasp, of course, for the pet or whatever it is you're making them for. But why not? And as well, this is really durable. This is like a nylon cord, right?
It's a polyester cord with so it's a polyester outer, and then inner you've got nylon strands. So it really is very, very strong.
It's nice and spongy though, isn't it?
It's really soft. It feels soft. That's the polyester. Feels soft to the touch.
Lovely. Okay, so you're going to get the entire kit, including the sizing jig, alongside that paracord bracelet as one big full bundle, $17.99 with a $2.99 saving. Now the sizing jig is also available individually for you. If you just wanted to go for that one, it is shop sizing, and that is £7.99 for the MDF tool on its own. And for the paracord, if you wanted to go for just this collection here with the clasps included, that is $12.99. So whichever way you look at it, you're still getting a saving regardless, but go for the bundle gives you your greatest saving.
Yeah, you're getting saving on every product, and then we put another saving on top if you buy it all together.
Incredibly generous of you. Thank you very much. We like that, don't we?
Absolutely.
So we're now going to go to the machine. This is the most Well, I'm going to say one of the most on-trend pieces of equipment for 2020, not only 2025, for the following year and the year previous. This is where it's literally been teased. We've seen glimpses of it, and this is my first time actually being able to share it with you during the show, Mark, and I'm really excited.
It is very exciting. I saw it actually on Facebook around about the end of November. This machine was actually launched in November.
Amazing.
It was designed running up to November. They got the patent application was approved, so it is got patent on it, and that was November. So they started to release it. I then contacted the manufacturer, and we became the UK distributor at the end of February.
Congratulations.
So at the moment, we're the only people in the UK that actually have these in stock and are selling them direct. We look after all your servicing and anything,
Brilliant.
all that kind of thing as well. So, so with this bundle,
Yes.
this is normally this box on its own, which is your machine, which comes complete with a little bit of yarn in there, 2 weights. You get a spare set of the needles for the machine.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, you get a screwdriver. You get a tool which is a needle and a crochet hook built into one. You get all of that and the instruction manual.
Yeah.
Okay, and a cable for the machine. You don't get the power adapter because obviously this is for worldwide use.
Nice.
But all you need is a USB.
Is that all it's powered on? A USB
Yes,
port?
a USB
so
plug.
It's really low energy consumption there.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Not through a computer, not through a battery pack, but
Just
you
like
need
a
to
phone
be
charger
a
plug.
phone charger plug. That's all you need.
Nice.
Okay. So add that and off you go. So that on its own, RRP on that is £65.
Is it really? Wow. Okay. Well, this is going to be a treat for you then.
Yes.
Considering that's not all you're getting.
No, because what we've done here for you today with this bundle, you're going to get that and 20 metres of the aluminium wire.
Wow. 20 metres on
20
there. Oh
metres.
my goodness. Wow.
And 500 grams of yarn. So again, colours will vary, but you will get 2 solid colours, 100 grams of each. You'll get 2 of the twirly, which are the ones with the white twirly. It's very exciting. And you'll get a glitz.
Nice.
Okay, so you'll get 5 different colours. You'll get a colour combination there that we just put together from our stock. Okay, and I think...
Well, that means then you're getting your wire and all of this for free.
Correct.
Because the bundle that you've put together for us today, Mark, on live shopping is exclusive. It's an incredible
Absolutely
price.
exclusive to live shopping.
That's amazing. It's shop machine. Yeah. You're saving £23.35. Mark said the machine on its own would usually retail for around about £65. This whole bundle is $64.99 with the machine and all of the equipment that's coming with it for free. Not to mention all of the tools and utensils and everything that you get and the aftercare within the machine and the box itself.
12 months guarantee.
This wire on its own, now I've got so much wire at home. I collect wire. I use a lot of it for in the garden and lots of other things. I know how much this costs.
Yeah.
And that is an absolute steal. That is incredible for 20 metres.
It would be nice. I think it's £9.95 or something. Or
at least.
Yeah, at
well,
least.
One I bought that was very, very similar was £14.99 and there wasn't 20 metres in there. I think it was about 10 or 8 metres, if that. That's incredible. And this is really durable because when you make your I-cord, that's what you do. You make your shapes. So you can thread it through and it's sat inside the channel on here. So it's freely moving on here, but you can do names, pegboarded signs, everything.
You will also get 3 templates.
Oh, so
we'll send you some templates.
Great.
Just three to get you started. Okay, whichever way up, like the ones we've made here. So there's the butterfly. So you can see that we've just used that as a template for that butterfly. Off you go. But just think about shapes. Just think about line drawings. We're going to come up with some more. Don't worry, we're working on that. They're going to be some will be available free of charge off our website.
Yeah.
Some, if they're more complex, will be chargeable. So things like the wish with the heart, all that kind of thing. We might sort of have to charge a very nominal fee, like 50p.
Well, of course, there's a design process
just for the
there.
work. Okay, but we're going to try and release as many as we can for free.
These are amazing. And do you know what I would love to do as well, and what I'm going to be doing with it? Is names.
Names.
I'm going to do door signs.
Absolutely.
Plaques, all that sort of stuff.
We're waiting for Christmas because we've got so many ideas to use this at Christmas on wreaths and table decks and
an I-cord wreath.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Of course.
That's going to look amazing. And as well, I'm guessing with these, when you've made them, you can you could put loads together. You could mix them together. You can have loads of bunches.
Yeah. So ho, or we've got 3 different ones here. So
with this one then, the I-cord.
This is on one of our star shapes. These are on the brand shop.
Yes, of course.
Okay, and what I've done then, I've actually used a macrame knot. So I've made the I-cord, and then I've used macrame to actually cover the star.
Wow.
So that's a running lark's head.
Right, okay.
Okay, and then it wants to. I keep meaning to fix that on there. And then I've done 3 ho-ho-hos
Lovely.
with wire and sewn them on.
That is, I mean, when you think about the functionality and the make and sell, you know, what you can be doing with this, that is brilliant.
Think about if you want to sell and them be personalised. So think about a mini business, where somebody sends you a name of their child or somebody, and you make the name and send it to them in whatever colour yarn that they request. Think about that for a minute.
That would be good.
It's great. And you know, you can charge £15-20 for something like that, at least. Yeah, and then think about how you will expand that into adding that to a...
well, this is it.
There's all sorts of things you can do.
Well, the thing is for me, what I really want to do with it is I do a lot of balloon displays for like family and friends and stuff like that. They always...
Works with that.
Yeah, but it's always, oh, yeah, David will do them.
Yeah.
So balloon arches and stuff. But what I've seen a huge trend is that like in the balloon hoops and arches, the names and the plaques like baby shower, anniversary, you know, all that sort of stuff is made with this.
And
because it's not sharp.
You could also do cake toppers.
Yes, cake toppers.
Because you've got
really
wire,
nice.
so as long as you cover the wire that goes into the cake and make sure that's not touching the cake. And this is even done without wire. So think about jewellery, think about bag charms, think about key rings. So that's just 2 little bits, tiny bits of I-cord that are basically glued together, and then we just use a little bit of yarn just to tie them together here, and the extra bits here make it into a proper butterfly. Really simple.
Little butterfly like that, a little keychain. Again, that there, tiny bit of cord that's being used, couple of quid. You could literally be selling those for $3-4.99 individually. Right, okay, we're going to have a look at the machine working, if that's okay, Mark.
Of course,
is that okay? I'm excited for this one. We're going to see it in action.
So I've already loaded the machine up with the yarn. Okay, it's a really simple process. Now, if you are not sure how to do that, when you get your machine home, the first thing you come across in the little manual here, second page I think, is a big QR code.
Okay,
scan the QR code and it shows you a video on how to actually set the machine up.
Oh, so everything's in there for us.
But if you prefer it in diagrammatical form or picture form, the pictures in here are amazing.
They're very clear.
So it tells you everything you need to know on how to set the machine up. Okay, so I've already done that. The yarn goes through the back here and then down through this little notch.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then it's threaded onto the 4 needles.
So this is just a stand you've got it on the display.
I've manufactured this just to lift it up so that you guys can see it at home. Basically, it could go there. Yeah.
So it could go at the top and you'd have an even higher.
It could go there, and then you'd have
point.
a bigger drop. Okay,
Yeah.
because one thing you've got to do is keep lifting the weights up.
Oh yeah, because
So the higher it is,
down.
the better it is. Okay, we need free movement of yarn going into the machine, and there's a little button on the back here. We press that, and off we go.
Oh my word.
And I know.
It's amazing.
Off you go. So this machine will take 3 meters of yarn every minute.
And those weights on there, those are of course to keep it nice and taut, so it's constantly got the same amount of, every single stitch is the same.
Absolutely. So it keeps consistent.
Look at how it's threading. So you see the needles, how it's grabbing that thread.
It grabs the thread. It's really clever.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's actually doing the stitch for you as it goes round. So the whole thing spins when it comes out of the bottom of the machine.
Yeah.
Okay, and the reason we've got 2 weights, both are included, is that when we lift one up, it keeps tension on the needles at the top. So the second weight keeps a constant tension.
Oh, I see.
That's the idea of it, and then we can lift the other one up. So you've always got a weight attached to the I-cord coming out. Okay.
And there's like a clamp underneath there, because I noticed
there's a clamp.
away,
there's a
really
clamp
clever.
here, so this is all built into the machine. Okay, you don't have to fit that. It's all there. It actually it sort of rotates when you take this off.
So you quite literally could have this either on the side of a kitchen counter. It could be a craft desk. The length as well of the thread of that bolt is really long. So that means you could have a really chunky desk.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It probably fit on that, and that's quite chunky.
It would
okay.
indeed.
Yeah, and we just keep the yarn coming out. I've got this yarn actually in a
look how much it's done already.
Cake. Yeah, so every minute it's going to produce 20 centimetres of yarn.
Yeah.
Of I-cord, and it uses 3 meters of yarn.
Per 20 centimetres. That's not as much as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be more than that.
So 3 meters makes 20 centimetres.
Wow.
Okay.
Look at that.
So stop it by pressing the button. You can stop it any time. So you can, you know, if you need to go and answer the telephone or something, you probably don't want to keep it running because you never know what's going to happen while you're not there.
Yeah.
Just want to show you that you can change colour.
Wow.
Mid-cycle.
This is so good.
So this is really clever. Okay. So what I did there, I cut 3 meters of each of these yarns.
Oh, it feels really nice. It's so soft.
It's so soft. It's a hollow structure, of course, because
Yeah.
we can feed the wire through the middle of it.
Yeah.
I tend to shape my wire first and then
Like
feed.
Okay.
Some people feed the wire and then make the shape. Okay. So the knot for joining these together is pinned
Right.
as a video
Yeah.
on the Silvar Design Facebook page. So go to the Facebook page for Silvar Design,
Right.
and that knot, how to do that change, is pinned there.
So it's pinned in
As a
place,
video.
so you can go and watch that at any point on the
Any
Silvar
point,
Design's
'cause
Facebook page.
Trust me, I get back and watch it occasionally
Oh,
because
do you?
it's an easy knot,
Refresher.
but it just refreshes me each time on how to do it. If we get time later, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, but
Brilliant.
what I really want to do is do a demo on the
Let's do it.
on the bracelets because I
Right.
think that will show you the knot. Everybody needs to see the square knot.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
Whilst you get ready for that, I'm just going to quickly say to everybody, I need to let you know that 10% of the machine bundle is now already in allocation. Okay, so really busy for that one. Thank you so much for joining us. 10% of this is an allocation. Shop Machine is going to get you that fabulous iCode technology machine where you've got a single code going through making this linked and locked in place. But it's also going to come with all of that yarn. You're going to get those bundles plus the wire included, and that works out free. As Mark was saying, that this machine on its own would retail at a recommended price of around about £65, but for just £64.99 today, you're going to get the entire machine and all of its contents, all of the additional blades, everything that you need, all of the hooks in there, but you're going to get all of this yarn and wire included for free. That's bonkers.
If I tell you, if you went direct to me,
Yeah.
I'll buy the machine on my website, it's £59.99.
Right, okay.
So even then,
Yes.
for £5,
But you're getting
you're getting all that, and we don't do
that
that bundle.
wire.
That bundle is not available
Yes.
from us.
Well, there you go.
It's
There you
only
have it.
available here at Live Shopping. We've made it absolutely unique.
There you go. And that's why it is so special to
Yep.
join in for the shows and check out that live shopping brand shop, okay? Liveshopping.vip has the brand shop on there. So we're just going to have a little look at a few comments as well because I'm sure we've
Yeah.
got some questions coming through because this is a really exciting part of the show. Good morning, well, good afternoon, should I say, to each and every one of you. Lorraine Bradbury's got in touch. Good afternoon, Lorraine.
Hi, Lorraine.
My hubby made our dog a lovely collar with gems in it and a cord for the lead that has a luminous cord
Wow.
in it so that she can be seen whenever she's in the dark.
Yeah, so you can get hold of luminous paracord.
Amazing.
It is available. I keep looking at it. We haven't got there yet, but I keep looking at it. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, absolutely. That's a
Glow in
great
the dark.
idea. You can also get little lights as
little
well,
flashing
little
lights.
flashing lights for dogs and cats as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess you could
just so
do.
you can see them. So if it is a dark area you're taking for a
Yeah.
walk, then you can actually identify them.
Oh, we have to do that, especially with our Ruby, my partner's dog. She'll just go. She'll just go. But
Yeah.
she will come back, but it's nice to be able just to see where she
Yeah.
is. But she likes to walk in the
3
night.
weeks later.
She's all smell. Yeah, 3 weeks later. Hey, Lorraine as well said, I've seen a name done with this knitting machine and they sell for a lot of money.
They do.
They do sell
They
for a lot of
do.
money. That's so
And because
true.
I suppose people at the moment, not everybody's got machines. So it's one of those things where, you know, the people that have got the machines have got
Yeah.
the advantage.
That's
Okay.
the thing. I know I'm definitely getting one because I've always wanted to do this. Honestly, I'm so excited about it. When I saw, I'm fixated by, and I'm an absolutely technology buff. Like I love anything a gadget, anything that's new to whether it's the creative world, whether it's the kitchen, whether it's anywhere. But if there's something that saves you time but creates a fabulous project for a little investment, I'm hooked.
It's not particularly expensive machine.
No,
is
it's
it? I was
not
quite
at
surprised
all.
when we saw the price originally. I was like,
Oh.
oh, okay, that's
Your
that's about
only
right.
consumable is the cord.
It's the only one. It is the only electric iCord machine in the world.
And it's
There is
electric, so you
not
don't have to
anything.
sit and crank
No,
it.
no,
You
no.
don't have to do anything
We
else.
know
You
there
can
are
let it go.
hand-operated machines. They are
I
there.
don't want that.
No,
I want
it's
the
bad
power
for your
one.
joints and you.
Have your joints, and you know what? You can't have a cup of tea at the same time.
You can't have a cup of tea. You can't actually then, you could leave that for a few minutes while you actually do the wire work. So think about
Yeah.
that. It gives you the ability to multitask.
Yeah, get a
Let the
station.
machine make the iCord. you make the shapes. Yeah, that's what I like.
I like the sound of that. Fabulous. We've got loads of you getting involved today. Good afternoon, Carol. Good afternoon, Lorraine. Good afternoon, Karen. Karen says, can so recommend the iCore bundle. It's pure therapy to watch.
Karen bought it last time we were here, and I've been watching her. Yeah, thanks, Karen. Hi, Karen. I've been making comments back to you because I noticed you've done some things already, including words on the I can't remember the name of
the Highlight Your Creativity
creativity. Yes. Yeah. So it's on there. Go and see what Karen's done because she's definitely getting into it, and I know she should be doing other things. She keeps saying she should.
But, well, that's what happens. Isn't that what craft is all about?
Yeah,
absolutely. There's always something else. There's always some ironing to be done, but hey ho, we'd rather be doing our craft. Soph as well. Good afternoon, Soph. So thank you so much for joining us. It says these are beautiful. Can see a new craft starting. Me too, Soph. Honestly. Sorry. Oh, the bracelets.
Okay.
Amazing. And Sandra as well says, always really good products. Hiya, Wendy, as well. Hiya, Elspeth. Marie, we've got loads of you getting involved today. So thank you so much. Right. What should we have a look at next?
Should we do the bracelet?
Oh,
okay.
Please.
So I've got my bracelet unit all obviously made up. Because I've had it a long time, this one. And I've already threaded the beads onto this cord here. So this is about 50 centimetres long.
All right.
Okay. We would generally call that the lazy cord in macrame terms. That means it's going to do nothing, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's lazy.
So that sits outside of the project, kind of, in a way.
All it does in this case is holds the beads in place.
Right.
So it stops. It gives the beads something to run along and holds it. Okay, but it's not going to actually do any. We're not going to do any knotting with it or anything. It's just going to sit there as a a lazy cord. Now I've got about 1.2 meters of cord here that I've cut, and I'm just centralizing that right at the top. So I leave about 15 or 20 centimeters of the lazy cord at the top of the design, and I'm going to do a square knot. So let's do it slowly for you. If you don't know the square knot, first thing I'm going to do is create a loop on the left hand side.
Right.
Okay, so I've gone over the top, and then with the right hand cord, I'm looking for this cross here. Can you see the cross there that we've made?
Yep.
I'm going to go diagonally underneath. So if you put your finger in there and pull it out, that makes the first half of a square knot.
Nice.
Now we do exactly the same thing, but on the opposite side.
Okay.
So we do the loop, then goes onto that side. Yeah. Here's the cross again, and now with the left hand cord we go diagonally and we're coming out of that loop, and then we pull. Now I don't know if the camera can get close in there, but that looks like a square.
Right, yeah.
And that's why it's called a square knot.
So that's the first square knot.
That's completely the first square knot. So the square knot requires one on the left, one on the right. Okay.
I'm with you.
I'll speed that up now. So this is at full speed.
That's a really easy repetition process.
It's absolutely repetition all the way now. So you just repeat. So that's our second square knot.
Oh wow! Aren't they? It looks really perfect. Like it's really crisp and sharp.
Yeah.
Like it's...
So in terms of tension, try and make sure that they are parallel. All the knots are parallel. So pull them at the same tension.
If you pulled it really tight, I guess you're a really small knot, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it pulls it a bit too tight. You want to be able to sort of see it as a square.
Got you.
Okay. So I've now done 4 complete square knots there. Okay, you can count it by the little lumps on the left-hand side.
Yeah, they're little scallops, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we tell you to do 8, but anyway, I'm going to show you. Let's do 5
really quick. This is quite a therapeutic craft.
It is. Once you've got the knot in your head and you've got the muscle memory, what we do then, once we've done maybe 8 knots here, and you can size this. So if you want it a bit bigger, a bit shorter, you can adjust that, of course.
Yeah.
Bring the bead in.
Oh, I see.
And now we do the same. So this is the square knot.
Yeah. And you're like locking that bead in place now.
Absolutely. So this actually then locks round the bead, and then we do the opposite side as usual.
Do you know
to
what?
make
I'm amazed
a full square knot.
Seeing it come to life, because my mum's got jewellery like this as well, so is my sister actually, and seeing it being made.
Well, I see it in the high street.
Yeah.
I know it's made, so I just think, yeah, okay.
Well, that's it.
We can do that.
Now. And the thing is, though, actually, as you're creating this, you need that MDF kit. You need that tool.
Can you see how I can get underneath?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be such a faff without it.
it is. So if this was just a piece of cork,
yeah,
and we do those for bigger projects, but in this case,
elevated.
absolutely, elevation is important.
Let's have a look at some more comments on here as well. We've got lots coming through. Soap says David should have a go. I'm definitely going to be having a go at this. I'm
going to let David have a go now.
Are you going to let him have a go now?
I'm going to let you have a go now.
Sandra as well. Sorry, man, I can highly recommend Mark's paracord and macrame kit. Absolutely. Okay, then so.
Right.
So we need to do another square knot.
I've finished the square knot. So next thing is pull the bead in place, okay?
Okay, so I'd go around with one here.
The one on the left, yeah. And then
then
look for the cross. Put your finger in the loop and go, yeah, you've got it. Okay, and pull.
Just like that.
Yeah, nice and tight.
And then it's this side.
Just a little bit
tighter.
more.
Little bit more.
Yeah, just give it a tweak. That's it.
There we are. So then it's
Other
this
side.
side.
Look
and
for the
then,
cross.
And that goes up through that side.
Absolutely. Yeah, simple as that.
Look at that.
Pull it tight.
Oh, I pull it towards me then.
Yeah.
Look at that. Is really cool. I like. Oh, I'm about to have another go.
Bring
so I do that side.
Bring a bead in.
Oh, bring a bead in. There we go. And then that one comes around here.
Hang on. Remember, you're going diagonal.
So
there's your cross.
Oh, there we are.
So bring this in.
Oh, there we are.
Put your finger in there.
In there, like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not there.
You're all back to front.
It.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got all back to front then.
You did.
It's been a long week. Just
pull it tight. That's it.
There we go.
And now you're going to do the right hand one. Yes.
There we are, like that, and then that
to the cross. Diagonally under the wrong way.
There we are. You're going into the hoop.
You are going into the hoop.
You go into the loop. That's,
yes.
I'm wanting to go that way.
Yeah, you do on the other side, but not.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh,
and
thank you for letting me try that.
It just takes a few minutes. It just takes a little bit of time just to get
the
familiar
rhythm,
with it.
Once you start building that rhythm up, a bracelet, you'll be doing it in minutes.
There is a trick.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
now it tells us.
Well,
the trick.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
the
a
trick.
David.
The trick is on the right hand cord. Yeah. Just put a little knot on the end.
Oh, okay. So just to remind you then that that's always your right.
That's always the right hand side. But what that means is that the knot is doing the travel.
Oh, so you can grip up. Oh, I see.
Okay, and then the knot is always doing the travel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How is the knot always doing?
Because it swaps sides.
It does. I don't know. That just
so the knot
for a second,
always does the travelling.
That's really interesting. This is really nice. I love this. And think
and
about,
it's really quick. How long did that take us to do that?
Minutes. Not even minutes to do that.
I reckon probably 15, 20 minutes for a complete bracelet for me. If you're new to this, maybe 30 minutes. Okay, we continue now and we do another. We continue that to 8 knots.
Well,
that would give us the complete thing. What we can then do is, of course, because this is pinned in, so we can take that off. Okay, trim these bits away. So you can do that with either like a thread zapper.
Okay.
Okay, some people have got those. If you've got something
just stops it like unfraying.
Yeah, so it's like fishing guys use it because you can cut threads with it and fishing lines with it. If you haven't got that, a lighter.
Oh right.
Very, very carefully. Nearby, just take it, don't have to touch the material, just take the flame near the nylon and it will melt.
Yeah, it just locks it all together.
And it locks it, and then just touch it with a piece of metal or something like that. Probably not your fingers because it's hot. Okay, and then it will seal everything up. And then the two ends of this, once we've done that, the two ends of that will come together and we can do the square knot over the top of that with another piece, and that makes that slidey catch.
Oh, so you do the other process, but just without beads?
Without beads. So you just use that as the lazy.
Got you.
And then we use another piece of cord to actually do another set of 5 square knots, and that creates that. Or use one of the sliding, what do we call them?
These little gold,
the little gold beads.
Little gold
okay,
beads.
Put that on the end of there, and then you've got a sliding
like a
bead
drawstring
base.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Really easy, really easy. Now, all of those
this.
bracelets are made the same. So whether it be the red, the blue, the green, or the black, they're all the same.
Yep.
And the flower bracelet is the same as well. The difference is, make sure with your flower bracelet that your flowers are the right way round. So make sure that they are flat and not sideways on, because if they're sideways on, you're not going to see them.
So the thread wraps around the outer edge of the petals.
And you need to make sure it's quite tight so that they held in place.
Yeah, definitely. So it grips them in, it locks them in, stops them rotating. That for you was a little insight, well, a full insight and preview and demonstration on how to actually use them. Now, this has been really busy and popular. Those bracelets, though, as well. Make sure you're going for the colours that are right for you. Sorry, Lewis, where was it? Would you like me to go next for you? Ah, the premium.
Oh, premium class. Yeah, we didn't talk about those, did we?
Definitely.
So if you're going to make paracord, and we're going to come to paracord demo in a minute, but if you like to make paracord bracelets, what I've put here is a premium selection of clasps. So normally in our kits, we just use the little plastic clasps.
Yeah.
You'll get a selection of colours, by the way, in the kit. I think most of the samples here are made with black, but we've got some red ones and green ones and brown ones and so on, so you'll get them. But if you want to go premium, in our premium kit, you've got 2 that have got integrated compass and whistle.
Right. Whistle?
Whistle.
A whistle?
So it becomes a survival bracelet.
Stop it. Really? There's a whistle in here?
Yeah, in this. Yeah, that's a whistle.
Oh my goodness, I didn't
Yeah,
know
so you
that
blow
was
into
in
there and it's a whistle. Okay.
You know, I'm waiting for you to do the whistle. There's a whistle inside the bracelet. What? That is so good.
Yeah.
So if you're out on a dog walk as well, you've got
Absolutely.
you've got the bracelet on, you can whistle them back.
Yeah, and if you're going on a hike, and it's always good to take it. They always say take a whistle with you on a hike because if you
Definitely.
get stuck or you get you can whistle and then people can find you. So
Yep.
that's why. So you can have that built into your bracelet, the compass and whistle. Yes,
Such a
you
good, I
get
never
2
knew
of.
they existed.
Yeah, you get 2 of those. Okay, you also get 2 of the anchor styles.
Yep.
So these, we've got one in a silver colour, one in a rainbow, and you get 2 sort of adjustable, because most paracord bracelets are fixed size.
Yep.
So these ones give you an adjustability. So metal clasps, and there's one in silver, one in a black colour, and they give you the ability to have 3 different sizes.
Nice. I like that. That's really good.
Okay, so that's your premium selection. So if you want to make really high quality paracord bracelets, go for the premium selection clasps, and you've got everything you need.
I'm loving this rainbow metal.
It's
That's
great.
very nice.
Absolutely
It looks
fab.
wonderful. That's
Yeah.
shop premium. It's £9.99, and for that bundle, you've got a £12.99 saving on there, which is a great saving. So definitely saving more than you're spending. Of course you are. Wonderful deal. And for those bracelets as well, just make sure if you go for a certain colour, you type in shop macrame plus the colour you want to go for. For example, the one there that Mark was using was the blue selection. Wonderful blue colours, and those disco dancing dazzling beads are going to come with it. Makes 5 per kit. So shop macrame blue to go for the one that Mark was demonstrating, or of course the colour that is of your choice. Comes with everything you need, and 3 of those drawstring gold pins if you want to put a different fixing on the reverse of it. As well, really busy for the iCord machine today. It's at a great price. The bundle is exclusive to us here at liveshopping.vip. You can see the ease of use. It's literally plug and play, thread it up, get it going, and it does the rest for you. This here is threading a hollow cord all the way through. It uses about 3 meters per 20 centimeters of cord created, which in fact is actually an amazing amount that's been used. None of it's been wasted. It's all the same taut, and it's going to say it's always the same thickness as well. So it's not going to have any gaps in it. It's not like it's done by hand and you've got to go back and tighten it up. It does it itself.
If you are using a 100 gram ball, they're usually around about 280 meters.
Okay.
So the calculation there, the finished, you'll get about 18, 19 meters of I-cord from each of those balls of yarn.
Because if you think about it, 3 meters of cord, that's tiny.
Not a lot.
You know, but this here, there's hundreds on it. That's crazy. You're going to get absolute loads out of that. It's going to last just such a long time. And that is shop machine to go for that.
You probably get nearly,
bundle.
just under 100 meters of I-cord if you use all 500 grams.
And you think in a name, you might use 1.5 meters or a meter?
Yeah, probably
something like that.
Meter and a half meter. Yeah, it depends on the name, depends how complex it is. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I think when you look at this for maybe this, when you open that up, that probably would be anywhere close to maybe 8 centimeters?
1.2 meters, something like that.
meters,
Yeah. So this takes 5 meters. The
Right,
white,
okay.
because we're macrame, so we're actually doing more complex things with it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing a knot around that,
that's
but
not a lot.
it's not a lot. It's
No,
not,
it really
and
isn't.
it takes
Minutes.
a few minutes to actually generate it because you've got 20 centimeters.
You literally just,
Press the button.
and it does it for you. Really silent as well.
It's
It
very
just,
quiet.
It just does its own thing while
It
you're
just
crafting.
gets on with it. And actually, I know when you get this home, if you're anything like me, I just sort of sat and watched it for like.
I was going to say,
An
I'm going
hour.
to take my eyes off it. It's like when we had the scan and cut, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
what? That's doing that.
And you don't need to watch it. It'll do its...
I know, yeah, Mello was just she's like, David, it's doing that, so you can do
Yeah,
something else. I'm
you can
like,
go
yeah,
and do
but
something else.
I'm just fixated on it. It's
Absolutely.
incredible. So we're going to have a look at the paracord, if that's
Let's look
okay,
at paracord.
thank
So we've
you.
got the paracord sizing jig here. Okay, as I say, this is completely unique to us.
Oh, wow. The clips fit straight onto it.
Absolutely.
I like this.
Okay, so this is both a sizing jig and a jig for you to produce on. So
Yes.
if we wanted to make a, can you see the little arrow?
Oh, yeah.
So if we wanted to make a 7.5-inch bracelet, what we do is we clip it together so it's pointing to 7.5 inches.
How clever.
And it makes bracelets anywhere from 5 inches to 9.5 inches. So it covers almost every possibility.
Yeah, definitely.
What we then do, this is where it gets really clever.
Okay.
We take our paracord. Oh, throw it on the floor. We take our paracord.
I'm really impressed by that. They're easy. That just locks into place.
So what we do now is we go the full length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow. Okay.
That is the correct amount of paracord for a 7.5-inch bracelet.
So you always times it by 10, the amount that you're
Yeah,
working
it actually
with.
tells you at the bottom there.
Oh, it does. It's all etched onto here. Oh, 10 times the length of what you're working with, basically.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
So it's really clear on the
Really
structure.
clear. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually start making. Let's think about which way round we're going. So
This
I'm
is a
going
great
to-
piece of kit. And I love as well all the tools that you've bought us. Whether it's MDF, something that you've created in-house by hand, you've put all of the instructions on it. It's not like I have to then constantly refer to something else. It's all included on there.
yeah,
That for me, as a crafter, is an absolute win.
yeah.
So you've doubled that over, so it's
Double that
completely
over.
half. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is just
Yeah.
that when you're at home and you're thinking, right, I don't want to get all of my craft stuff out. I just
So
want
what
to
you could
sit.
do, one way you could do it is if you clip that. You see that clips on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Oh, I can
So-
visualize it now.
Yeah. So
And as well, everybody, we are still really busy for that machine. 10% of that is in allocation. So if you joined us for the first time today for live shopping and for one of Silvar Designs with Mark's show, this is your chance to get
now
it.
lark's head knot.
Okay.
Okay, lark's head. So I've doubled it over. I've made a loop, and I go through, and that locks that in place on there.
Nice.
Okay, and then that clips on there. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So keep these parallel.
So you're constantly keeping them parallel with
Keeping
one
it
another.
parallel, okay. And then I'm going to take that through there and through there.
I'm just thinking of all the different colours, all the different designs you
Yeah,
can do
there's
together.
hundreds of colours available. And as I say, you're going to get 3 different colours. Okay, clip that on there. Okay, right. I'm going to turn it round. And I'm going to...
Oh. Nice.
So, that's the lazy cord, but it's all part of the same. So it's
Oh.
one piece of cord.
I can see. I can
Okay.
see it in place again now.
Now, remember the square knot.
The square knot. So you loop over.
Loop over. Okay. There's the cross. Diagonally underneath, out through the loop.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I'm a visual learner as well. Like if I
Yeah.
read instructions, I struggle a
No,
little
it's
bit.
easier to see this, absolutely.
Seeing it.
And actually, paracord's great. So if you don't know macrame, because the cord is bigger, it's sort of easier to learn, I suppose, because it's all chunkier.
Yes.
Okay. And can you see how that fast that's growing? And we're actually
That is
creating a paracord bracelet. So it's exactly the same process. No beads to bring into play in this case, because we don't tend to put beads on a paracord bracelet.
No.
Very often anyway.
But they're really heavy duty, aren't they? They're chunky.
Absolutely. And remember, it's one piece of cord.
Yeah.
So if you think about that, one piece of cord, where are we? One piece of cord means that you could actually take this apart.
Yeah, I was going to say
So-
you can unravel it.
Yeah, so if you're wearing it and you suddenly need a piece of cord, a piece of paracord for a reason, yeah, i.e. you need to tie something onto your rucksack or whatever, you've got that with you.
Nice.
So you've got maybe, in this case, 2.5 metres or so of cord. Okay.
This is
You
coming
can
together.
see-
You're already almost like a quarter of the way
I
through
am.
it.
I am. So, yeah. It's squared all the way.
I just
Okay.
think of how
Now,
tricky it'd be
can you
without
remember
the
seeing?
kit.
Can you remember that green one we got there? They see the green one with the whistle on.
Yeah.
So look at that. You'll notice that's slightly different. Okay.
Oh,
we don't
right.
include instructions on how to do that, but that's called a king cobra. So basically, you would use double the amount of cord, probably 2.5 times almost. So you need quite a big piece of paracord.
Yeah.
But you do this, and then when you get to this end, you go back and do it again over the top.
Over the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see now on
And
the
that
inside,
makes a
the
really,
original
really
one.
thick. So if you're doing things like dog colours, it's a much softer.
Yeah.
It's a much
feels
softer
padded.
weave. Yeah, like a padded weave. And that's called a king cobra. The reason it's called a king cobra is sometimes this particular type of paracord here is called a cobra bracelet or a cobra
Oh.
knot. Okay, so
I thought it was because it looked like a snake.
it looks like a snake. Yeah.
does look like a bit like
so
a
that's
snake.
that's a king cobra. This is a cobra.
cobra.
That's a king cobra.
King Cobra, that one. So
Yeah.
yeah, essentially, you're going to go back over and do it again.
Okay, and you can see, and I will have enough paracord here. Another trick, another tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Let me show you something else. So you get to that point, and then somebody calls you away, and you don't
Yeah.
know when you come back. You don't know which side you're on. You're on your left hand, right hand side. Yes, you could put the knot on, like we've shown you before. But the other thing I want to show you is, can you see that the cord there points down, and this comes up?
Yes.
So the one that goes down is the side that you make the loop.
Nice. Brilliant.
Okay.
Super
And I'll show you that
simple.
swap sides, because now the one that goes down is this side, and that's coming up. So that's that side we make the loop with.
So we have learned so much during this show. I am so grateful to actually spend the hour with you. We have reached the end of the hour.
Oh, no.
It has gone so fast. Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate it. I
Pleasure.
really enjoyed it. And thank you everyone for staying with us and joining us for the show and the demonstrations. Don't forget to check out those baskets. Just before you do, definitely go to the live shopping brand shop for Silvar Designs and check out all of Mark's products in there. They're amazing and they're all at great deals. We'll see you again very soon.
See you in a couple of weeks.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.